Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Maryland's This Friday Hour.
Hi, welcome to part two of the magnum opus that is this show.
Yeah.
What a week of sadness and mourning.
Yep.
Who died?
Lonnie Anderson died.
Lonnie,
Ozzy Osbourne.
uh,
Michael Jamal.
Warner,
Warner.
Malcolm Jamal, yeah,
Yeah. And
Hulk
some other.
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, yes.
Yeah,
And some other people.
if I were if I were if I were Ric Flair, I'd see my doctor right now.
Yeah.
Now, let me break it down to you. Malcolm Jamal Warner, very sad, he drowned. Um, and that's I always feel when people drown, it's preventable. Um, should have been wearing a life preserver or something.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, well, all the steroids, that didn't help him. What's the other guy?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy, drugs all his life, almost brain dead. It seemed. Talented man though, and funny man on talk shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Lonnie just died, so I don't know, but she was almost 80 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, married to Burt Reynolds, who already lost. Yeah, and so yeah, that was yeah, it's been a bad year for celebrities. But my dad told me. He says the older you get, the more people are going to die.
Yeah.
You're going to meet more people, and more of them are going to die. So you can't get away from that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I here's someone who died. Barry White.
Yeah. He passed away a while ago, though.
Yeah, you like Barry White.
I do, yes.
Yeah, Barry White. These are his greatest hits, but they all sound the same. Hey baby, how you doing, baby? Hey, hey. I don't want to see anything. But that I can't really. I mean, I'm making fun of him, but the truth is, he had a very deep singing voice that was great, actually.
I like him.
And and there are two singers. I think I mentioned this once before about Randy Travis. I saw Randy Travis. A friend of mine told me he saw Barry White in person. Both of them, neither one of them sing anymore. And and their voices were so deep that when they put the microphone and started singing, you you could hear it. You could hear it in your chest. It was so resonant. But he had a kind of a comeback of sorts on the show Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
They played his music a lot, and then I think on the last episode of the season or something one year, there's a now we're going to play another Barry White song, and then they started playing at the band Vonda Shepherd, and then all of a sudden out of the curtains he comes out and starts singing. He goes, "Oh!" He goes, "You're the first, my last, my everything." That's a really good song. There was a song he had, a hit song called "Love's Theme," which is a love disco type orchestral song with no lyrics, and they call it the Love Unlimited Orchestra.
Oh yeah.
But it was really Barry White, conducting an orchestra. I think he wrote the song too.
Yeah.
Like I said, all these other songs I don't know so well because there's he has 20 greatest hits, but I don't think he had 20. He had about 3 or 4 great hits, and then the rest of them sound. And the others are good too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this is a musical that I always come back to.
I saw the movie years ago
Saw the movie. The movie's good. I've seen the.
with Liza Minnelli.
Oh, the Liza was so good, and the movie is so good. And there are extra songs in the movie that have made their way to the Broadway show or the theater musical version. That like "Money Makes the World Go Around." That's not in the original. I don't think it's here. Maybe it is. But all these songs, and there's actually a whole subplot with an old man and an old lady falling in love. That's not in the movie at all.
Uh,
I think Jack Gilford was in the in this musical version. Um, who's in there? This is Jill Hayworth and Jack Gilford and Bert Convy. I guess Bert Convy. I don't know who he played from Tattletales.
yeah, yeah,
Joel Grey. I'm not sure he plays the famous part as the MC, but he eventually did play it and played it to perfection. And he won the Oscar for the role in the movie. And he is. Oh, let me tell you something. I think I told the story before about Cabaret. I always like to ask people what their favorite movie is. And one guy told me in college that Cabaret is my favorite movie. He said Cabaret is my favorite movie, and I remember seeing Cabaret. It's all right. It's all right. So maybe a few years later, I see it a second time. I'm older now, and I understand it a little bit better the history of it. I mean, the history of the World War II and the Berlin during the 1930s and 20s, and I couldn't believe how great it was.
yeah,
And Liza's great. Michael York is great, but Joel Grey might be the greatest performance ever in a movie.
yeah,
Supporting performance. When I saw the movie, I just thought he was singing and dancing. You know, who cares?
yeah.
Anyone can sing and dance. But then when you see the movie, he's just so good at it, and that's now the main draw of Cabaret. It's on Broadway now with Eddie Redmayne playing that part. And I saw it in Richmond with someone famous, Donna McKechnie or someone that was in the original Alice. No, who's the woman who was in the original Annie, who played Annie? Dorothy something. She was now older and she played Sally Bowles. You know, there's actually a non musical version of by Christopher Isherwood called "I Am a Camera." That
Yeah,
you can actually see the movie. I think Julie Harris is in it. Same plot, but no singing and dancing,
yeah.
or very little in it. Even though it's called Cabaret, the movie and that Bob Fosse made his name with this, and of course he did. Cabaret was one of those shows that made everybody a star. It was just so good, and and um, and then you know any chance you get to see it live, see it. You know
Mhm.
that guy Alan Cummings now has done that part to perfection. The MC, and it's so good. Cabaret, I love it. Oh, and Fred Ebb and John Kander. John Kander's still alive. Fred Ebb and John Kander wrote all the music in Chicago, and they wrote all the music in Cabaret. Do you know that?
Oh yeah.
But you know what the most famous song they wrote was? It was in neither one of those shows. They were basically Liza Minnelli's writers,
Oh.
and they wrote a song for a movie called New York, New York, and the song "Start Spreading the
The
News,"
news.
and that's the most famous song. I want to be a part of it. New York is great. I haven't been there in years. Since the pandemic, I've only been there once. All right. Oh, bread.
That's a good group right there.
Bread.
Yeah.
Tell me about bread.
My dad told me years ago that my grandmother brought him the album from when he was a teenager.
It's a good album.
Yeah, I would give anything I own, not even my heart, my home.
Just to
Da-da-da.
have you
Yeah,
back again. Yeah. All the songs have a similarity to them, and they're all good. The songs, there's "Make It With You," and of course,
the picture
it,
paints 1,000 words.
oh yeah, well that's really good. It don't matter to me, and they have, and then of course, the pinnacle is if a picture paints 1,000 words.
What's that one called
It's
again?
called "If,"
Yes. Oh, okay.
and it had a second. It was a second hit. First, Bread had the hit with it, and then the second hit was Telly Savalas,
Yeah.
and he kind of speaks it. He doesn't really sing it. They play the music, and he goes, "If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you?" You know the joke about Telly Savalas, don't you? He was at the Academy Awards one night, and Johnny
Yeah.
Carson said, the best part about last night's Academy Awards was Telly Savalas was there and he didn't sing. Oh, I got a funny story to tell you about Telly Savalas. Telly Savalas, I used to be a DJ in Ireland, and I took requests and dedications, and this is on their anniversary, and there's a new boyfriend and girlfriend, and then there's to his mother and grandmother and everything. And so somebody said, I have really great news. I said, what's the great news? It goes, it's my wife and I's anniversary, and it's also my mother-in-law's birthday. I said, well, that's great. I'll mention it on the radio. Is there a song you would like to hear? And the guy said, yes. Do you have Telly Savalas singing Try to Remember the Kind of September? And I said, wait a minute, let me check. And I hang up. I mute the phone, and and we all hear it. We're just laughing. He wants to hear Telly Savalas sing on his anniversary. So I turned it off and said, no, we looked and we don't have any Telly Savalas albums. Is there anyone else you'd like to hear? He said, yeah, Johnny Mathis. Oh, Johnny Mathis. We got Johnny Mathis. Yeah, well, Johnny Mathis is more fitting for an anniversary than Telly Savalas. Yeah. Hey, Crocker, come in here. Arrest those guys. So Telly, but actually it was a big hit in England. Telly Savalas had a good following in England, more than he did in the UK than he did in America as a singer. Telly, of course, he was popular as an actor in America. It was Kojak. Kojak. You never saw before Kojak. You never saw a completely bald man on television. So every time he came on, I'm just like 10 years old, and he comes on TV. I just laugh at his head because you don't see. And now you do with Michael Jordan and a lot of rappers and everything, skinheads. But Telly Savalas was the first one to have a skinhead, and Yul Brynner. Somebody said why didn't he play Lex Luthor? He should have played Lex Luthor in the Superman movie. Telly Savalas was of Greek descent, and so yeah, my dad would make jokes about Telly Savalas. He'd say, "Look, why you can see a pimple on his backside." Oh, I'm sorry, that's his head. So there you go. It's a typical high class humor.
I can't get over that when you were DJing in Ireland.
Yeah.
The guy who put
Yeah.
because he told his song or something.
Yeah, it's a nice song. If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you?
It's kind of like rapping it, right?
Yeah.
The picture paints.
Well, no, he didn't rap it. It was he just recited it. If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? Put no real feeling into the into the song. But he had a hit with it. Also, David Gates was the lead singer and writer for Bread, and he only had one other hit outside of Bread, and that was after it was the theme to the movie The Goodbye Girl. They say goodbye. It sounds like a Bread song. Doesn't mean forever. Mm-hmm. And I used and my sister used to hate it when I sang that song because I kind of like that song. I would do a little dance while I was singing. They say goodbye. Doesn't mean forever. Right. So Bread, which is I never followed why they name a band called Bread. Yeah. Bread. Oh, by the way, every time speaking of bread, let's eat this. Yeah, let's eat that. Bread is do you know that bread is a slang word for money? Do you have any bread on you? That type of thing. Yeah. But this is the weird part. Slang is slang, and that's That's in English. Bread is money. But you know that in Spanish, pan is bread, and that's a slang for money. In almost every language, the the word for bread is the slang in that country for money. How did that happen?
Yeah.
What is it in French? Uh, what? Maybe it is pain. Bread.
We
All
got
right.
to a piece.
Now this is someone gave me this Bellvita. We're gonna have it right now.
Oh, Bellvita.
Bellvita, not Vel. Yeah, we is it Velveeta? Is there cheese on it? Is it a cheese and crackers?
We can have 2 apiece.
It's called crunchy. You can have all these broken pieces, and I'll eat the nice shiny one. It is cinnamon and brown sugar. That sounds delicious.
Oh. Mm.
Don't you love cinnamon and brown sugar Pop Tarts?
I do, yes.
So you're the one. I like blueberry, strawberry. I like my Pop Tarts sweet.
Yeah.
Brown sugar. Okay. They're actually, I was joking about the broken piece. I think it's all broken pieces.
Yeah.
I'll try to give you a nice. Well, gosh, I don't think there is a nice piece in here. Just pick a big piece. Just pick a couple of pieces, and tell me if you like them. These dog biscuits. They look like dog biscuits. Are you taking all those pieces and going to try to fuse them together as the one piece?
Mm.
That's a nice one. So I've had better.
Mhm.
I think these are. I don't know what they are. Are these what they give to patients in the hospital or something?
Think so.
I don't think they're I think they're just cookies. I don't think they fortify them with any sort of anything delicious or good. You ever eat those energy bars
Oh,
like
yeah.
Cliff bars or anything?
Oh, yeah.
You like those?
Mhm.
I used to eat them all the time. I was trying to get off of regular candy bars, and I was eating those.
Mhm.
But this is the problem with those. They claim they're not all that good for you. They might give you some energy, and they're probably better for you than a candy bar like a Snickers bar or Baby Ruth bar. What I like, Heath bar. But you want more?
Yeah.
Take them all. Take them all. I've had enough. I got plenty of these. And anyway, while you're eating, I'm talking. I'll tell you about that in a moment. But anyway, about energy bars. You know what energy bars taste like? Those chocolate bars. It tastes
Uh-huh.
like 3-year-old Halloween candy. But the joke about energy bars are if they taste good, then they're probably not good for you. But if they taste lousy, like stale bread and with chocolate on it, then that's probably healthy for you. Um, so yeah, I was yeah, so I would eat these health bars, and did you ever eat like Snackwell's cookies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were supposed to make you lose weight because no fat in them, and then they never made you lose weight.
Yeah.
You know why?
Wow.
They were full of carbs. They had no fat in them, but fat is not what makes you gain weight. It's the carbs. And it wasn't until the Atkins diet, where people were just eating proteins all the time and no carbs, that they started losing weight. It made no sense, but
Yeah.
that's how it worked. Yeah, you couldn't keep up on that diet. It was a diet. It was a short-term diet. They said, "Well, yeah, but you lose weight on it." I said, if you control the portions, you could have a mayonnaise and milkshake diet and still lose weight. Oh man. What? So yeah. So I've been uh, what is that? Eating. I've almost lost my taste for chocolate. Not chocolate. I still like chocolate, but I'm not going for it now. I'm
I
not
love,
constantly
I
eating.
love chocolate.
Well, I do too, but I mean, it's not like it used to be. I'd eat chocolate every day, but now a whole day will go by and say, "Oh, I forgot to eat chocolate."
Mhm.
Yeah, I've been, and then I'll tell you something. I was talking about my soreness there. My mother told me, she was a nurse, that always eat ice cream. when you can't eat. I said, why? He goes, well, you have some fat in it, you have some milk in it, you have some protein in it. He goes, it's it'll fill you up and it tastes good. And old people, especially if you're in the hospital and you're not eating their dinners and they're not eating anything, they'll eat the ice cream. So I started eating ice because I had plenty of ice cream. And ice cream always tastes better in a cone, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so you know what else I was eating? Uh, you ever eat ramen noodles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like. I used to think only poor people ate them.
Yeah.
Then I became poor. But then I found out that I liked it. I tell you what happened. I was sick as a kid for a while. I'm really sick. I had I had a tonsillitis and had my tonsils out eventually. And what happened was I was never a good eater, and they put me on this diet of bouillon. You know what bouillon is?
Oh
Beef
yeah.
bouillon, those little cubes, chicken bouillon and beef bouillon. And for some reason, it really come down to it. All it is salty water.
Yeah.
So I figured out that ramen noodles is bouillon soup with noodles in it. Instead of just have it clear like a consomme, it's actually a real you have noodles in it. Not a lot, and it's not really filling, but it's something to eat. And then I found out there's all these flavors. There's beef flavor. There's chicken flavor. There's shrimp flavors. You know what I do now?
Oh yeah.
I take like two or three chicken nuggets for the chicken for the chicken ramen. For the beef nuggets, for the beef ramen, I put like two or three meatballs in there
Yeah.
that I have in the freezer. Shrimp, I'll throw a couple of shrimp in there. What else is there? Pork, I don't know. Put bacon in it. I don't have bacon.
Yeah. I grew up with ramen noodles as a kid.
Hmm. Oh, they had ramen noodles when I was a kid. I would love it.
Me too.
I would. I was all for. I was all for junk food and candy. I can't even eat that stuff now.
Yeah.
But at the time, that. Oh, my dad. I tell the story. My dad lived to be 97, and he was constantly on my neck, complaining about the food I was eating. Oh, you eat too much fast food. Oh, you drink too much. Oh, you eat drink too much soda. You shouldn't be doing all that stuff. My dad's like in his, I guess, 60s or something, 70s. Well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The man doesn't have a life. Okay. Then when he's in his 90s, he lived to be 97. I started to pay attention to what he was eating, and he's in pretty good health, you know. And I thought, oh, maybe he knows something about the right things to eat.
Yeah.
One thing he never ate or never liked putting on food was salt. He was very much against salt.
Yeah. I used to love to put salt when I was younger, but
Well, when you're
now,
younger, you do this. You put sugar on everything. You
yeah.
put salt and sugar.
Yeah.
He told me that if a kid puts salt all over like a hot dog or on a piece of meat or something,
Yeah.
the kid really doesn't want to eat it. Or to put ketchup all over it. They just want to eat they just want to drown it so nobody will want to eat it. So we would go to like as a treat once in a while we'd go to McDonald's or one of these fast food places, and he'd always tell the cook, listen to this, he'd always tell the cook, no salt in the French fries. And they would say, "We mean we have to stop the flow of French fries to make unsalted French fries for y'all?" And Dad said, "Yeah, we'll wait." And we did wait like 20 minutes because they already had the stale French fries waiting to be bought. That was all that fast food stuff. You know why they put so much salt and sugar and fat and grease and everything, starch and all that stuff? Because that's what the people want to eat.
Yeah.
If you actually tell them that's not what they might be snide remark and say, well, the people who eat at McDonald's like salt and sugar and grease and fat and calories. So we didn't. So we would get French fries with no salt in it, and he was very much against salt. He thought salt caused heart attacks, and he never. I to this day I don't put salt in it. You know why I don't put salt in anything? There's so much salt already on this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have to put added salt. I went to a movie once, and it was a group of people, and someone got a big tub of popcorn
Wow.
and the woman who bought it, older woman, put just salt all over it, and then passed it around. And when it got to me, I thought I saw her add salt. I didn't know she put so much in it. I grabbed it. I need I need a fire extinguisher full of water to drown this out. I said, why did you put so much salt in it? Because I like it that way. And so I so my dad was very much against salt. He thought salt should be outlawed. And I said, don't you know anything about salt? There? He said salt has been around a long time. It used to be currency, salary. The word salary comes from salt. And also, it was a good thing. You are the salt of the earth, in the Bible, and salt. But salt is a mineral that is before chemicals came around was the only preservative. The only time things got you could keep food from going bad was salt. When you cook a pot roast, you have to salt the whole thing and then cook it and keeps all the juices in.
Yeah.
But a lot of people who like salt will eat the outside of the pot roast because that's the most tasty part because that's all the damn salt's on it. But that's But somebody told me too much of anything is bad for you, so lay off the salt as much as you can.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are it's going to be a good. Going to have the state fair coming up. We're going to have the folk festival coming up. There's a whole bunch of good stuff coming up. Trips,
Yeah.
and then by then it'll be holidays.
Yeah. I
But
can't
right
wait.
now, it's the summertime, and that's my favorite time.
Yeah.
Mary, it was so wonderful to spend this afternoon with you. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you all for tuning in, and may God bless you.
The name of the show is the Mary Elizabeth Variety Hour. And my name is Kaye Lazar.
And my name is Mary Elizabeth. May God bless you. Take care.